क्लीनेस्ट रिवर ऑफ एशिया, एशिया की वन ऑफ द क्लीनेस्ट रिवर्स है। इतना क्लीन है इसका पानी कि कई बार जब इसके ऊपर बोट्स चलती हैं, इट फील्स लाइक कि बोट्स आर जस्ट फ्लोटिंग इन एयर। तो शक्सगम वैली, यहाँ पे इलीगली चाइना जो है कंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहा है, ये रीजन इंडिया का है ना। यहाँ पे टंगस्टन की अवेलेबिलिटी है एंड रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने टंगस्टन के माइनिंग राइट्स प्रोवाइड किए हैं यहाँ पे टू द हिंदुस्तान जिंक लिमिटेड। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स एंड वेलकम टू साथी आईएएस। आज के सेशन में विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्लेसेस एंड न्यूज फ्रॉम इंडिया। जो हमारे वर्ल्ड की प्लेसेस एंड न्यूज हैं उसका वीडियो ऑलरेडी आ चुका है। दिस वीडियो इज अबाउट द प्लेसेस एंड न्यूज इन आवर ओन कंट्री। ठीक है, so we'll be talking about a lot of different categories of the places and news, protected areas, then mountain ranges, then infrastructure projects, so on and so forth. So सबके different sections they have been made and accordingly the places they have been categorized ताकि आप लोग को पढ़ने में आसानी हो। Okay, so let's start with the first category, that is the protected areas. अब आप सबको पता है कि इंडिया में more than 600 wildlife sanctuaries हैं। सारी wildlife sanctuaries you cannot read about them, बहुत ज़्यादा exhaustive हो जाएगा। So that's why we have compiled a few important wildlife sanctuaries that have been in news। ठीक है, the first one is the Sonai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary। Now ये न्यूज में क्यों है? Because NGT has taken a note कि यहाँ पे in this region certain construction activities they were going on। अब सबको पता है कि वाइल्ड सैंक्चुरीज में कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटीज दे आर हाईली लिमिटेड, बट यहाँ पे ये हो रही हैं विदाउट एनी प्रॉपर परमिशंस एंड द नेशनल ग्रीन ट्रिब्यूनल इट हैज टेकन एन अकाउंट और कॉग्निजेंस ऑफ दिस इशू। नाउ ये जो सैंक्चुरी है इट इज लोकेटेड इन आसाम, ये आसाम में लोकेटेड है। इट ऑल्सो मेक्स अ पार्ट ऑफ एन एलिफेंट रिजर्व। नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया में एलिफेंट्स की अच्छी खासी पॉपुलेशन है, वहाँ पे मल्टीपल एलिफेंट रिजर्व्स हैं। सो ये जो हमारे सोनाई रुपाई वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी है इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द सोनितपुर कामेंग एलिफेंट रिजर्व। ठीक है, एंड द नामेरी नेशनल पार्क। इट इज ऑल्सो एन इम्पॉर्टेंट बर्ड एरिया demarcated so by the BirdLife International. दो rivers हैं which are making the boundaries of this wildlife sanctuary. We have the Gabharu and the Gelgeli rivers. Fine. It is also close to a very local small river known as the Buroi river. Next wildlife sanctuary we have the Kaundinya Wildlife Sanctuary which is located in the state of Andhra Pradesh. यहाँ पे rediscovery हुई है of a species after 200 years. This species, again species and news वाले section के लिए भी ये चीज important हो जाती है। This species is the Sri Lankan golden backed frog. It has been rediscovered in this region after 200 years. Now ये जो wildlife sanctuary है ये this is the only sanctuary in the state जहाँ पे Asian elephants they freely roam about। यहाँ पे कौंडिन्या एंड केगई ट्रिब्यूटरीज हैं ऑफ द पलार रिवर विच फ्लो थ्रू दिस रीजन एंड ये जो रीजन है ये जो वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी इट ऑल्सो लाइज इन द ईस्टर्न घाट्स रीजन। द नेक्स्ट वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी वी हैव द बरदा वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी इन गुजरात। यहाँ पे गुजरात के फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट ने इट हैज स्टार्टेड टू ट्रांसफर सर्टेन स्पॉटेड डियर also known as cheetal and sambar from the Gir forest to the Barda wildlife sanctuary. क्यों ये किया जा रहा है? Because this sanctuary has been recognized as the second habitat after the Gir. This will be the second habitat of the Asiatic lion. जो Asiatic lion है दुनिया में उसका बस एक ही remaining habitat है, that is Gir, and that is even though for India it is a matter of pride, but अगर हम इकोलॉजिकली देखें सारी पॉपुलेशन अगर एक ही जगह कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड रहेगी then there will be problems। अगर कोई भी डिजीज फैली तो पूरी जो पॉपुलेशन है उसका एलिमिनेशन हो सकता है। That's why it is essential to have multiple habitats for a particular species as endangered as the Asiatic lion. So उसके लिए the Barda Wildlife Sanctuary it has been recognized। ठीक है, यहाँ पे बिलेश्वरी रिवर और मेनी स्मॉल सीजनल स्ट्रीम्स फ्लो करती हैं इन दिस वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी। नेक्स्ट वी हैव द होलोंगपर गिबन वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी इन द स्टेट ऑफ असम। आसाम ने रिकमेंड किया है फॉरेस्ट क्लियरेंस फॉर वेदांता's ऑयल एंड गैस एक्सप्लोरेशन प्रोजेक्ट इन द रीजन एंड दैट कैन बी अ बिग कंसर्न फ्रॉम द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ एनवायरमेंट। फाइन, नाउ ये जो हमारी वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी है it is located in a place known as Jorhat. It is bordered by the Bhogdoi river एंड उस रिवर की वजह से यहाँ पे मल्टीपल वाटर लॉक्ड रीजन्स भी रहते हैं, ठीक है ना। ये जो होलोंगापर वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी है, इट इज डोमिनेटेड बाय अ ट्री, जिससे इसका नाम पड़ा है, दैट इज द होलोंग ट्री। आपको पता है कि जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन है, इट हैज अ लॉट ऑफ रेनफॉल एंड दैट्स व्हाई यहाँ पे एवरग्रीन वेजिटेशन हमको मिलता है। So Holong tree is one of the trees of the evergreen tropical wet evergreen forest. We also have the Nahar trees, and the lower canopy of this region, it consists of some shrubs and herbs. Next we have Etur Nagaram Wildlife Sanctuary. Now ये न्यूज में थी because of weather phenomena, catastrophic weather phenomena, it took place in this region, extreme level of rainfall and thunderstorm, and it destroyed a lot of trees in the region. Now this wildlife sanctuary, इसके कुछ फीचर्स हम देख लेते हैं. वी हैव द दयम वागू रिवर विच फ्लोज थ्रू हियर, एंड दिस रिवर इट डिवाइड्स दिस वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी इनटू टू पार्ट्स. द गोदावरी रिवर ऑल्सो पासेस थ्रू दिस रीजन. यहाँ पे एक फेस्टिवल, अ बायएनियल फेस्टिवल नोन एज समक्का सरलम्मा जात्रा, इट ऑल्सो टेक्स प्लेस इन द रीजन. यहाँ पे ट्रॉपिकल ड्राई डेसिडस फॉरेस्ट है. एंड ये जो रीजन है मुलुगु, दिस रीजन वाज आल्सो इन न्यूज बिकॉज लास्ट ईयर 2024 के एंड पार्ट में यहाँ पे एक 5.3 मैग्नीट्यूड ऑन रिक्टर स्केल का अर्थक्वेक भी आया था, विच ऑल्सो caused tremors in the city of Hyderabad. ये earthquake यहाँ क्यों आया? Because this region lies very near to the Godavari rift. ठीक है, एक रिफ्ट है जिससे गोदावरी रिवर हमारी फ्लो कर रही है. एंड यहाँ पे बिकॉज ऑफ द रीअरेंजमेंट ऑफ द रॉक्स इन एवरी फ्यू डेकेड्स, यहाँ पे अर्थक्वेक्स आ सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट इज द एतुर नगरम वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क. जो काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क है, इट इज अ वेरी फेमस टूरिस्ट स्पॉट एज वेल. इट इज लोकेटेड इन द स्टेट ऑफ असम एंड नोन फॉर द वन हॉर्न्ड राइनोसरस. Okay, now this park has achieved a milestone by recording its highest revenue in its 50-year history between 2023 to 24, mainly supported by the tourism industry. Okay, so that was a big achievement of the Kaziranga National Park. Now ये जो जगह है, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has been recognized as an important bird area by BirdLife International as well. It is flanked by the Karbi Anglong Hills, जिनको हम मिकीर हिल्स भी कहते हैं. ये they lie at the borders of this region. It lies in the floodplains of the Brahmaputra. It has many wetlands which are locally known as beels, and tributaries of Brahmaputra, like we have the Diplu and the Mora Diplu. One horned rhinoceros का one of the most important habitat है ये globally. But apart from that, there are elephants, tigers, swamp deers, wild buffaloes, pelicans, and storks that are also found in this region. Next, we have the Nameri National Park and Tiger Reserve. ये national park भी है, tiger reserve भी है. यहाँ पे recently Himalayan Sero was discovered. Now ये जो national park and tiger reserve है, it lies in the state of Assam in a place known as Sonitpur. And यहाँ पे river है Jia Boreli River, which is a tributary of the Kameng River, which further is a tributary of the Brahmaputra River. It flows through this region. Okay, so Nameri से a tributary of Kameng known as Jia Boreli River, it flows through. ज़्यादा important क्या है कि ये जो locations हैं, ये जो protected areas हैं, ये किस state में हैं, ये ज़्यादा important है. इनकी जो rivers हैं उनको read up कर लेना, but do not spend a lot of time in remembering each and every river. ठीक है, चलिए. Next, we have the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, again a very important tiger reserve of India in the Nilgiri region. It is at the tri-junction of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. Within the Nilgiri district, also a part of the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Fine. Now, it has been recognized for its effective management under the CATS, that is Conservation Assured Tiger Standard Program. So CATS program, it was launched to identify or to basically provide the best practices to manage the protected areas for the best interest of the tigers. So India में बहुत सारे ऐसे tiger reserves हैं which have been recognized under the CATS program, and this is one of those tiger reserves. Next we have the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, जहाँ पे 25 tigers have mysteriously disappeared. इनका जो पूरा टाइगर पॉपुलेशन था उसमें 25 टाइगर्स अब मिल ही नहीं रहे हैं, एंड दैट इज व्हाई रणथंबोर इट वाज इन न्यूज। नाउ ये जो टाइगर रिजर्व है, इट लाइज एट द जंक्शन बिटवीन अरावलीज एंड द विंध्यास, नॉट विंध्यास एंड सतपुरास बट अरावलीज एंड द विंध्यास, उसके जंक्शन पे लाई करता है हमारा रणथंबोर टाइगर रिजर्व इन द प्लेस नोन एज सवाई माधवपुर इन द स्टेट ऑफ राजस्थान। Now it is bounded by Banas River in the north and the Chambal River to the south. So Banas River, दो बनास रिवर है इंडिया में, एक वेस्ट बनास और एक बनास। जो बनास रिवर है, it joins the Chambal River. It is a tributary of Chambal, which eventually is a tributary of Yamuna, which eventually joins Ganga. And the West Banas River, it is undertaking inland drainage just like the Luni river. Okay, so confuse मत होना, बनास नाम की दो रिवर्स हैं, ये दूसरे रिवर को to reduce the confusion we call it West Banas. Now यहाँ पे क्योंकि राजस्थान एमपी बॉर्डर वाले रीजन में है ये, that's why of course यहाँ पे dry deciduous forest रहेंगे, right? So we have dry deciduous forest regions over here, and यहाँ पे most prominent species is dhok. ठीक है, दिस इज अ प्लांट स्पीशी नोन एज धोक। देन यहाँ पे वी ऑल्सो फाइंड banyan trees, we find people, neem trees, and it also has a good population. टाइगर रिजर्व क्यों होगा? क्योंकि गुड पॉपुलेशन ऑफ टाइगर्स रहती है यहाँ पे। यहाँ पे रणथंबोर फोर्ट भी है, विच अगेन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन फॉर द स्टेट ऑफ राजस्थान। यहाँ पे हिल फोर्ट्स ऑफ राजस्थान भी एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, विच इज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट। नेक्स्ट वी हैव द तडोबा अंधारी टाइगर रिजर्व। Now यहाँ पे why was this reserve in news? Because a 3-year-old tigress, it was translocated from this region to the Simlipal Tiger Reserve in order to increase the genetic diversity of the tigers. Now क्या होता है? Genetic diversity is a very important component. Genetic diversity it ensures कि जो procreations हैं, जो next generations हैं, they are more healthy. Okay, so for that genetic diversity is very essential. So this was done to the Simlipal from the Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. Now ये जो tiger reserve है, it lies in the state of Maharashtra near the city of Nagpur. It has the small hills known as Chimur Hills, part of Kolsa and Moharli Hills. It is the largest and oldest national park in the state of Maharashtra. It includes, ये जो हमारा Tiger Reserve, it includes a national park, that is the Tadoba National Park, and also a wildlife sanctuary known as Andhari Wildlife Sanctuary. So that's why दोनों के combination से जो Tiger Reserve है, because it lies partly in the national park, partly in the wildlife sanctuary, इसका नाम पड़ गया Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. जो Tadoba National Park है, it was established at the wildlife sanctuary first in 1955, then upgraded to the status of a national park by 1990. Next we have the Simlipal Tiger Reserve, जहां पे यहाँ से एक टाइग्रेस को ट्रांसफर किया गया है। It is located in the state of Odisha in the Mayurbhanj district and designated as a tiger reserve in 1973. 1973 was also the year जब हमने Project Tiger launch किया था, and we started recognizing certain locations जहाँ पे tiger populations थी as tiger reserves of the country. It was a wildlife sanctuary in 1979 and declared as a national park in the year 1980. It is also UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. UNESCO Biosphere Reserve मतलब UNESCO का जो Man and Biosphere program है, उसके under the Simlipal location it is included. Okay, so Simlipal is also a Biosphere Reserve. It's a tiger reserve. It's a Biosphere Reserve. It is also a national park. पहले Wildlife Sanctuary भी था, अब इसको हमने National Park का दर्जा दे दिया है. And यहाँ पे just some extra information, as of March 2025 इंडिया में 58 tiger reserves हैं. Next we have the Dinosaur Fossil Park and Museum. Now इसको we are considering this location to be included in the UNESCO Geo-Heritage Tag system. It is located in the state of Gujarat at a place known as Balasinor, and it is known for a lots and lots of fossils of late Cretaceous period of dinosaurs like Rajasaurus. Now, यहाँ पे दुनिया की one of the biggest dinosaur egg hatcheries है. ठीक है, बहुत सारे डायनासोर के एग्स यहाँ पे हमको मिले हैं। नेक्स्ट वी हैव द बनेरघट्टा बायोलॉजिकल पार्क, जहाँ पे इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी लेपर्ड सफारी इट हैज बीन लॉन्च। नाउ बनेरघट्टा का आपने नाम सुना होगा, इफ यू आर फ्रॉम बैंगलोर यू माइट हैव हर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स दैट यू नो सम leopard from Banerghatta it has entered into rural Bangalore regions or the outskirts of Bangalore. यहाँ पे बहुत सारी leopard population है and a lot of man wildlife conflicts with regards to leopards, they are taking place in the region surrounding the Banerghatta National Park. Okay, so it is also a national park and it is also a biological park. It is located in Bengaluru in Karnataka. यहाँ पे बहुत सारी different species of animals ranging from tigers. In the biological park, that is a zoological park, we also have lions, we have leopards, elephants, bears, deer, reptile and birds. Okay, so यहाँ पे zoo भी है, यहाँ पे national park भी है बनेरघट्टा में. Next we have अरितापट्टी and नयक्करपट्टी. Now ये जो है ये भी protected areas हैं. These are biodiversity heritage sites in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. ना यहाँ पे टंगस्टन की अवेलेबिलिटी है एंड रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने टंगस्टन के माइनिंग राइट्स प्रोवाइड किए हैं यहाँ पे टू द हिंदुस्तान जिंक लिमिटेड. Okay, so it is a biodiversity. Aritapatti is a biodiversity heritage site in Madurai and it is known for its monuments, cave temples, giant symbols, many Tamil Brahmi scripts and Pancha Pandavar stone beds. जो नयक्करपट्टी block है, which includes the Aritapatti, it is rich in many minerals, including tungsten. However, after a lot of protest, ये जो mining rights provide किए गए थे by the government of India, they were then revoked. Then we have the Rusikulya beach. Rusikulya beach, it was in news a lot. It is located in the state of Odisha and it is one of the nesting sites of the olive ridley turtle. And recently, nearly 7 lakh olive ridley turtles, they have laid their eggs at the Rusikulya rookery in Odisha's Ganjam district. Next, we have certain new Ramsar sites that have been included and that makes, these locations very important. Now, for the very first time, Ramsar sites, they have been declared in the states of Jharkhand and Sikkim. We have Kecheropalli wetland in Sikkim and we have the Udhwa lake in Jharkhand. Apart from that, 2 locations of Tamil Nadu, that is the Sakarakotai bird sanctuary and the Therthangal bird sanctuary in Tamil Nadu have also been declared as the Ramsar sites. ये locations important हैं, prelims में easily इन locations को पूछा जा सकता है because they have been recently declared as the Ramsar sites in the country. In the past 1-2 years, India has really upped its game with regards to declaration of Ramsar sites. ये अभी recent sites हैं, इनको याद से देख लेना. Next, we have certain infrastructure projects. First, we have the Shinkonala project. जो Border Roads Organization है, BRO, which is given the responsibility to create roads at the international borders of India. It has started working on the Shinkonala tunnel. It is going to be the world's highest tunnel at 16,580 feet and it will connect Manali in Himachal Pradesh, Darcha, Padum, Nimmu and Leh. So basically हिमाचल प्रदेश और लेह की कनेक्टिविटी को फर्दर इंक्रीज करने के लिए this Shinkonala tunnel project it has been launched. It will go, of course, नाम में शिनकुनला है तो it will go beneath the Shinkonala Pass and this will be the world's highest motorable tunnel. अभी right now highest motorable tunnel दुनिया में कहाँ है? चाइना में है, known as मीला tunnel. ठीक है, बट इंडिया में जल्द ही ये बन जाएगी. Next we have the Shaksgam Valley. Now यहाँ पे चाइना ने in this region it is located in Gilgit-Baltistan and China has started a road construction over here. आप सबको पता है कि POK वाला कुछ region जो है पाकिस्तान ने चाइना को दिया हुआ है for the CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor. Right now ये regions बहुत ज़्यादा हमारे लिए important हो जाते हैं because of the ongoing geopolitical conflicts between India and Pakistan, right? So Shaksgam Valley, यहाँ पे इलीगली चाइना जो है कंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहा है, ये रीजन इंडिया का है बट पाकिस्तान इसको ऑक्यूपाई करके बैठा है एंड पाकिस्तान हैड द ऑडासिटी टू गिव दिस रीजन टू China for construction activities as well. ये जो region है, it lies near the Karakoram Pass, Shaksgam Valley, that means Shaksgam River जो है, it passes through this region, and this river, it is a tributary of the Yarkand River. Yarkand River eventually it goes into the Tarim Basin region. It does not join the Indus River. It borders the Aksai Chin region. The Shaksgam Valley also borders the Aksai Chin region. Then we have Lipu Lake, Limpiadhura and Kala Pani. Now ये जो regions हैं, these are disputed regions between India and Nepal. And recently Nepal has introduced its currency notes, 100 rupee currency notes, जहाँ पे ये जो disputed regions हैं उसको उनने show किया है in their maps. Okay, so that's why these regions they also become essential. Lipu Lake आपको पता ही होगा, it is a pass, it is a mountain pass, lies at the border between India and Nepal. It is an Indian territory which Nepal also claims. Then we have the Pamban Bridge. Recently new Pamban Bridge. Pamban region में Pamban Island को connect करने के लिए already bridge थी, but अभी एक नई bridge, more advanced bridge, it has been recently inaugurated by our Prime Minister on April 6, 2025. India की ये first vertical lift sea bridge है, and it is located in Rameshwaram. 2.8 किलोमीटर्स की है लेंथ वगैरह, नॉट वेरी एसेंशियल. कहाँ पे लोकेटेड है, दैट इज एसेंशियल. ठीक है, इट इज 2.08 किलोमीटर्स विथ अ 72.5 मीटर सेंट्रल सेक्शन, जिसको हम एलिवेट भी कर सकते हैं ताकि इसके नीचे जो मैरिटाइम ट्रैफिक है वो इजिली इधर से उधर मूव कर सके. अर्लियर 1914 में एक ब्रिज बनाई गई थी, कैंटिलीवर पंबन ब्रिज, उसको ये रिप्लेस करेगा, है ना. इट्स नॉट लाइक उस ब्रिज को तोड़ के हमने ये बनाया, ऐसा नहीं है, बट उसका ट्रैफिक अब यहाँ पे डाइवर्ट कर दिया जाएगा बिकॉज दिस वन इज मोर एडवांस्ड. नेक्स्ट वी हैव अ रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट फ्रॉम गौरीकुंड टू केदारनाथ. This has been approved by the Cabinet of India to help improve the travel time to Kedarnath. अभी केदारनाथ जाने में काफी टाइम लगता है एंड इट इज अ वेरी ट्रेचरस जर्नी, बट ये रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट जो है इस जर्नी को बहुत स्मूदन कर देगा. ठीक है, स्पेशली फॉर पीपल विद डिसेबिलिटीज और पीपल हु आर सीनियर्स, उनके लिए ये जर्नी बहुत आसान हो जाएगी. ठीक है, 8 से 9 घंटे की जगह दिस प्रोजेक्ट विल जस्ट टेक 36 मिनट्स, and that will be a very big blessing for many people who want to visit this location but are unable to do so. Then we have the Bhubu Jodh tunnel, जो हमारी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस है, इट हैज रिकमेंडेड कि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट को ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है भूबू जोथ टनल प्रोजेक्ट, इसको अप्रूवल दे देना चाहिए. And this project, it will be in Himachal Pradesh. Now this Bhubu Jodh tunnel will again provide an alternative route to Leh Ladakh. जो Leh Ladakh वाला region है, we are focusing on a lot on the development of that region, and उसके लिए multiple connectivity projects we are trying to undertake, and it is also very strategic location for us because of the presence of China. China constantly उसके जो border locations हैं उस पर infrastructure create कर रहा है to improve the connectivity of the Aksai Chin region with China, and that's why we also need to do the same. Then certain rivers that have been in news, Chenab River, ये PPT थोड़ी पहले बनी थी before the conflict started, but now that the conflict has started, India has revoked the Indus Water Treaty. Chenab River becomes extremely important for us क्योंकि Chenab River जो है उसका water flow जो है India is regulating on the basis of their own need instead of Pakistan's need according to the Indus Water Treaty. ठीक है, so जो Chenab River है यहाँ पे first trial run of a train was conducted on a railway bridge constructed over the Chenab River. Now this river, it originates near the Bara-Lachala Pass in the Zaskar district. Okay, Lahul Spiti को ये pass, ये जो mountain pass है, it connects Lahul Spiti with Leh Ladakh. Okay, now Chenab River पे multiple dams भी हैं. Again a very important point कि कौन से dams हैं Chenab River पे. We have the Baglihar, Salal, Dul, Hasti, Ratle, Pakaldur and Kiru and Kwar dams that are located over this river. बहुत important information है, इसको अच्छे से याद करके रखना. ठीक है, then we have the Siang River जिसको हम दिहांग रिवर भी कहते हैं. Dihang River, when the Yarlang Sangpo it enters into India, Yarlang Sangpo जब इंडिया में एंटर करती है थ्रू द यांग्याप पास, देन इंडिया में एंटर करते ही इसका नाम होता है दिहांग या फिर सियांग। इसमें ऐड होती हैं द दिबांग रिवर एंड लोहित रिवर, एंड देन वी गेट द ब्रह्मपुत्रा रिवर। नाउ दिहांग रिवर और द सियांग रिवर पे एक प्रोजेक्ट बन रहा है, अपर सियांग हाइड्रो पावर प्रोजेक्ट, विच इज बीइंग अपोज्ड by the people in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Then we have the Shyok River. Shyok River, a very important right bank tributary of Indus. Indus की left bank tributaries हमको पता है, सब जानते हैं left bank tributaries को. We have Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi. Then we have Beas and Satluj. But ये है right bank tributary, the Shyok River. So Shyok River, यहाँ पे why was this in news? Because 5 soldiers died in Ladakh after a tank was swept away by the Shyok River. ठीक है, ये ओरिजिनेट करती है इन द रीमो ग्लेशियर ऑफ काराकोरम रेंज एंड इट merges with Indus River in the Gilgit-Baltistan region near a place known as Skardu. So Skardu जो है it is in the POK region in the Gilgit-Baltistan. इसके tributaries अगर हम देखें, आपको पता होगा Siachen Glacier it lies in the Nubra Valley. So it feeds the Nubra River. Nubra River it is a tributary of the Shyok River. ठीक है, so we have Nubra, we have Chang, we have Chenmo, Galwan and Saltoro rivers, which are tributaries of the Shyok River, which eventually it joins into the Indus River at a place known as Skardu in Gilgit-Baltistan. Then we have the Tizu and Zunki rivers. Now ये rivers lie करती हैं in the state of Nagaland, and we are trying to harness these rivers in order to improve the developmental opportunities in the state of Nagaland. जो ये rivers हैं, यहाँ से हमारा national waterway 101 also moves. Now Tizu River, it originates in a place known as Longkhim and it joins a river known as Chindwin River in Myanmar. So इंडिया से मूव करके म्यांमार में जाके फिर चिंदविन रिवर को ज्वाइन कर लेती है, which again is a tributary of the Irrawaddy River. Irrawaddy River जो है one of the rivers that originates, जो हिमालयाज हैं वहां से मल्टीपल बड़ी बड़ी रिवर्स ओरिजिनेट कर रही हैं. We have Indus, we have Ganga, we have Brahmaputra, we have Irrawaddy, we have Mekong River. So इसमें जो Irrawaddy River है, it is one of the only major Himalayan river which flows into the Andaman Sea. So Irrawaddy River की tributary है the Chindwin River, जिसकी tributary है the Tizu River. Next, if we talk about the Zunki River, it originates in the Saramati range in the eastern Nagaland, which is a part of the Purvanchals, and it is a tributary of Tizu River. ठीक है? So Zunki it joins into Tizu, Tizu joins into Chindwin, which eventually joins into the Irrawaddy River. Fine. Next we have the Gumti River. Now Gumti is different than Gomti. Gomti is a tributary of the Ganga River, the left bank tributary of the Ganga River. Gumti River is a river of northeast. Now Bangladesh में आए floods. एंड बांग्लादेश ने बोला कि ये फ्लड्स इसलिए आए हैं क्योंकि इंडिया रिलीज्ड एक्सेस वाटर फ्रॉम द गुमती रिवर फ्रॉम अ डैम लोकेटेड ऑन द गुमती रिवर नोन एज द दम्बर डैम. ये जो रिवर है, ये जो डैम है, इट लाइज इन द स्टेट ऑफ त्रिपुरा. द रिवर इट ओरिजिनेट्स एट द डम्बर लेक and joins the Meghna river system. Meghna river को इंडिया में क्या कहते हैं? Quickly, let me know in the comments. What is Meghna river known in India? Next river we have the Chambal river. Now river linking project, it has been signed amongst 2 of the riparian states of the Chambal river. Riparian states क्या होते हैं? वो states जहाँ पे किसी particular river का जो कैचमेंट एरिया है वो लाई करता है. सो 2 ऑफ द राइपेरियन स्टेट्स ऑफ द चंबल रिवर दैट हैव साइंड दिस इज राजस्थान एंड मध्य प्रदेश. ना यहाँ पे जो ईस्ट राजस्थान कैनाल प्रोजेक्ट है उसको कनेक्ट किया जाएगा विद पार्वती, काली सिंध एंड चंबल रिवर्स. जो चंबल रिवर है इसका ओरिजिन कहाँ पे है? इन अ प्लेस नोन एज सिंगरचौरी in the Vindhya mountains. So Vindhya mountains से Chambal river originate कर रही है and it eventually joins the Yamuna river at a place known as Etawah. So Chambal is a tributary of the Yamuna river. It is a very common knowledge, so I hope all of you might be aware of it. Now इस पे बहुत सारे डैम्स हैं. द चंबल वैली डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट, जैसे हमारा दामोदर वैली प्रोजेक्ट था वैसे ही हमारा चंबल वैली प्रोजेक्ट भी है. एंड अंडर दैट प्रोजेक्ट वी हैव मल्टीपल डैम्स लाइक गांधी सागर, राणा प्रताप सागर, जवाहर सागर, इंदिरा सागर, कोटा बैराज. मल्टीपल ट्रिब्यूटरीज ऑफ चंबल रिवर एग्जिस्ट. एक बनास रिवर है, उसके बारे में वी हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट. वी ऑल्सो हैव काली सिंध, पार्वती एंड शिप्रा. नाउ शिप्रा रिवर जो है, दिस इज द रिवर विच फ्लोज थ्रू उज्जैन, एंड इस पे जो कुंभ होता है इन द सिटी ऑफ उज्जैन, इट हैपेंस एट द शिप्रा रिवर. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द नर्मदा रिवर. नाउ नर्मदा रिवर इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेडियल ड्रेनेज. इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द अमरकंटक प्लेट्यू एंड इट फ्लोज टुवर्ड्स द अरेबियन सी. इट इज द लार्जेस्ट वेस्ट फ्लोइंग रिवर ऑफ इंडिया. ठीक है, जो स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं इन द पेनिनसुलर रीजन एंड इट गोज इनटू द अरेबियन सी. It flows into the Gulf of Khambat, which is a marginal water body of Arabian Sea. इस पे भी multiple dams हैं. We have Sardar Sarovar, Indira Sagar, Omkareshwar, Maheshwar. We have Bargi. We have Tawa Dam. Important waterfalls. One of the waterfalls जिस पे question आया हुआ है in the last year, we have the Dhuandar Falls, we have Kapildhara Falls, which are located over the Narmada River. इसकी जो tributaries हैं बहुत short tributaries हैं, because the Narmada River it flows through a rift valley. That's why इसकी tributaries are short. On the north side it is bound by the Vindhyan mountains, on the south side it is bound by the Satpura mountain. So इसका जो catchment area है, even though it's long, but it is not very broad, and that's why ये जो river है इसकी tributaries भी बहुत short ही exist करती हैं. And that's why intra river drainage pattern की बात करें तो नर्मदा river it makes a trellis pattern, whereas inter river drainage pattern की बात करें it makes a radial drainage at the Amarkantak plateau along with two other rivers. Let me know in the comments और दो कौन सी rivers हैं ऐसी. ठीक है. इसकी ट्रिब्यूटरीज, द लॉन्गेस्ट ट्रिब्यूटरीज द तवा, जहां पे एक तवा डैम भी बना हुआ है, एन इम्पॉर्टेंट डैम for irrigation as well as hydroelectricity. We have Hiran, we have Barna, Choral, Kolar, Sher, Shakkar, Dudhi and Ganjal. The states, the riparian states are MP, Maharashtra and Gujarat. Then we have the Poniar River. The Poniar River was in news because the Supreme Court, it has asked the union government to produce a report from negotiation committee to address the water dispute that exists with regards to the Peniyar और Poniar. Poniar को ही हम Peniyar river भी कहते हैं. Now इनके भी इस river पे water dispute exists between the state of Tamil Nadu as well as Karnataka. ये river originate करती है in Karnataka at the Nandi Durga mountain and then it moves through the state of Tamil Nadu and enters into Bay of Bengal. So both these states, apart from the Kaveri river, they are also involved in water dispute challenges for the Poniar or the Peniyar river. Then we have the Godavari river. Godavari river, everyone knows about it. It is also known as Vridh Ganga or Dakshin Ganga. It originates at Trambakeshwar in Nasik, which is also a very important pilgrimage site for Hindus. Its mouth is Bay of Bengal. Now जो कृष्णा रिवर है और गोदावरी रिवर है, इनके जो डेल्टाज हैं ये ओवरलैप करते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, एंड दैट्स व्हाई द रीजन जहाँ पे इन दोनों के माउथ हैं इसको हम केजी बेसिन, केजी डेल्टा रीजन कहते हैं, कृष्णा गोदावरी डेल्टा रीजन. ठीक है. नाउ इसकी इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रिब्यूटरीज अगर हम देखें, वी हैव द प्राणहिता. प्राणहिता इट इज मेड बाय द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ वेनगंगा एंड पेनगंगा. पेनगंगा की ट्रिब्यूटरी है वर्धा. Then Venganga, Penganga, they meet up and they form the Pranhita river. We have Pranhita, Indravati, Manjira, Sabari, Purna. Then Penganga and Venganga. We have already talked about, they are a part of Pranhita, and we have Talipur. It is the second longest river in India, also known as Dakshin Ganga. देखो Brahmaputra, Indus, they are definitely longer than the Godavari river, but इनका इंडिया में बहुत शॉर्ट जर्नी रहती है. ठीक है. सो दैट्स व्हाई द सेकेंड लॉन्गेस्ट रिवर इन इंडिया इज द गोदावरी रिवर. देन वी हैव द कृष्णा रिवर. कृष्णा रिवर ओरिजिनेट्स अगेन इन द स्टेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र। गोदावरी कृष्णा दोनों के ओरिजिन्स महाराष्ट्र में हैं, दोनों के जो माउथ्स हैं दे आर इन द स्टेट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश, ठीक है, ओरिजिन महाराष्ट्र, माउथ आंध्र प्रदेश। सो कृष्णा रिवर जो है इट ओरिजिनेट्स एट अ प्लेस नोन एज महाबलेश्वर, वेस्टर्न घाट्स में ही है महाबलेश्वर। इट इज नोन फॉर इट्स स्ट्रॉबेरी कल्टिवेशन। सो महाबलेश्वर में ये स्टार्ट होती है एंड इस पे मल्टीपल डैम्स हैं। वी हैव द धोम, अलमाती, Narayanpur, Srisailam, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, which is the largest masonry dam in India. We have Prakasam Barrage. इसका माउथ जो है इट इज वेरी नियर टू द गोदावरी रिवर एट अ प्लेस नोन एज हमासल दीवी in Andhra Pradesh. इसकी tributaries we have the Bhima River which is a very important tributary, Tungabhadra, Musi जिसके banks पे the city of Hyderabad lies. We have the Koyna known for the Koyna Dam, reservoir induced earthquakes in India. We have Malprabha, Ghatprabha पे question UPSC में आ चुका है. We have Dindi and Muneru. It is the fourth longest river of India. Then we have the Varaha river. This river it originates from the eastern Ghats and merges with Godavari near a place known as Rajamundri. So ये गोदावरी की ट्रिब्यूटरी है, ठीक है, यहाँ पे वराहा डैम जो है वो लाई करता है. Then we have the Saravati river. Now Saravati river जो है it is known for the Jog Falls. Jog Falls they lie, Gesop Fall or the Gersop Fall or the Jog Fall, they lie over the Saravati river. It originates in Western Ghats, one of those short west flowing rivers of the Western Ghats. It's Saravati river, ठीक है, Netravati, Saravati both lie in the state of Karnataka, ठीक है. It has dams like Linganamakki, Gersoppa, Talakalale. These dams they exist on the Saravati river. इसका माउथ है अरेबियन सी इन उत्तर कन्नड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट, ठीक है. It is home to the Jog Fall which we have already talking about. Then ये दूसरी रिवर है, ठीक है, सुबनसिरी रिवर. It is a separate river. सुबनसिरी river, the place where this river joins the Brahmaputra river, it is a very important right bank tributary of Brahmaputra, and the place where the Subansiri joins the Brahmaputra river, that is where we get the biggest river and island of the world, that is the Majuli Island. मजूली आइलैंड यहाँ पे सुबनसिरी रिवर जहाँ पे ब्रह्मपुत्रा को ज्वाइन कर रही है वहां पे बन रहा है, ठीक है. नाउ ये रिवर ओरिजिनेट करती है इन तिब्बत एंड तिब्बत में इसका नाम है चायुलचू रिवर. It enters India from Arunachal Pradesh. इस पे multiple dams हैं. We have the lower Subansiri Dam and a proposed upper Subansiri Dam as well. It joins eventually the Brahmaputra river near the Majuli Island. It is the largest tributary of Brahmaputra and very important for hydropower development as well. Next we have the Periyar river which again is one of those short west flowing rivers. ये जो river है ये originate कर रही है Sivagiri hills in Idukki district of Kerala. यहाँ पे multiple dams, मुल्ला पेरियार का नाम सुना होगा, डैम जिस पे dispute चलता रहता है between Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala. That Mulla Periyar dam it lies on the Periyar river. We have Cheruthoni Dam as well which lies over here. The mouth of this river is the Arabian Sea and it has tributaries like Mullar. We have Cheruthoni, Perinjankutti, Edamalayar, Muthirapura. ठीक है, significance, it is the longest river in Kerala. Longest river है केरला की, longest river है the Periyar river. Next we have the Jayadil river which originates in the eastern Himalayas in the state of Arunachal Pradesh and joins the Brahmaputra. It is a tributary, a short tributary of Brahmaputra, and it joins the river in Assam. Next we have the Noyal river. Now Noyal river it is originating in the Western Ghats and it is a tributary of the Kaveri river. कावेरी रिवर में नोयल रिवर ज्वाइन करती है. ये ओरिजिनेट करती है वेस्टर्न घाट्स में इन द स्टेट ऑफ तमिलनाडु इन वेलिंगिरी हिल्स. जो हमारे वेस्टर्न घाट्स हैं तमिलनाडु में, वेस्टर्न घाट्स ईस्टर्न घाट्स दोनों हैं, ठीक है. सो तमिलनाडु इज वन ऑफ दो स्टेट्स जहाँ वेस्टर्न और ईस्टर्न घाट्स दोनों के ही एक्सटेंशंस लाई करते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द उनगोथ रिवर. नाउ ये जो रिवर है इट इज नोन एज द डॉकी रिवर एज वेल. ये ओरिजिनेट करती है इन मेघालय in the eastern Shillong Peak region of Meghalaya, and it is considered as one of the cleanest river of Asia. Asia की one of the cleanest rivers है. So इतना क्लीन है इसका पानी कि कई बार जब इसके ऊपर बोट्स चलती हैं, it feels like कि boats are just floating in air because the ground is so clearly visible in this river as well. Okay, so इस river की further cleaning के लिए there have been efforts, and that's why this river was in news. Next river we have the Sankosh River. Now Sankosh River is known by multiple names. It is also known as the Swarnakosh, Sankosh, Swarnakosh River. It is also known as the Gadadhar River. Now ये जो river है, it is a transboundary river. That means ये originate कर रही है in Bhutan, and from Bhutan it moves into India. भूटान में इस river का नाम है Puna Sangchu River. Now recently there have been talks between NHPC of India with the government of Bhutan to develop a large hydropower project over this Sankosh River. Sankosh River, it enters into India and then it joins the Brahmaputra River. Okay, Brahmaputra की tributary river है Sankosh River. Multiple names हैं इसके, so सारे नाम एक बार अच्छे से देख लेना, ठीक है, confusion ना हो. Next we have the Vishwamitri River. Now this river last year was very much in news. क्यों news में थी? Because this river, the swelling of this river added with a large scale rainfall in Vadodara caused urban flooding concerns in the city. ठीक है, so Vishwamitri river का desilting is being undertaken by the Vadodara Municipal Corporation ताकि इस साल का जो monsoon season होगा उसमें this river does not swell up. This river is also known for a lot of crocodiles, over 300 crocodiles, magar crocodiles जो होते हैं मगरमच्छ, they live in the Vishwamitri river. And before this desilting project, because the magarmach or the crocodiles, they might get affected, there are plans to safely transfer these crocodiles to safer regions like the Ajwa Sarovar reservoir ताकि desilting process में इन animals को कुछ नुकसान ना हो और humans that are undertaking the desilting, they are also not attacked by the crocodiles. Then we have the Vaigai River. Now Vaigai River, it needs a thorough cleaning. This is again another river जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा pollution हो रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा silt deposit हो रहा है, and it requires a large scale cleaning as well. ये जो river है, it originates in Varusanadu hills of Tamil Nadu. ये तमिलनाडु में ही originate करती है, and तमिलनाडु से के through ही flow करके then it enters into the Park Strait region. ठीक है, so this is the Vaigai River. It is a short east flowing river. Usually when we talk about short rivers, we talk about short west flowing rivers, but the Vaigai River, it is a short east flowing river confined in the state of Tamil Nadu itself. Next, let's talk about the dams, important dams that were in news. First, we have the Sardar Sarovar Dam, a very famous dam of India, which lies in a place known as Kevadia of Gujarat over the Narmada River. ठीक है, यहाँ पे Statue of Unity also lies near this dam. It was named after Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was a very important figure to ensure कि जो हमारे princely states थे, they got in India. They had an agreement or accession into India. The states which get benefited because of this dam include Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan. ये third highest concrete dam है India का. Top पे we have the Bhakra Dam of Himachal. Then we have the Lakhwar Dam of Uttarakhand. The highest dam of India now, right now, is the Tehri Dam. ठीक है, ये largest concrete dam है. Largest concrete dam is the Bhakra Dam. But the tallest dam of India right now, पहले Bhakra Nangal Dam ही था. अब it is the Tehri Dam, which lies in the state of Uttarakhand. Then we have the Krishna Raja Sagar or the KRS Dam, which has a reservoir known as the Kabini Reservoir. It was in news because the Karnataka state, it has began releasing some water from the Kabini Reservoir for the state of Tamil Nadu. देन वी हैव द ओमकारेश्वर डैम. ओमकारेश्वर अ होली सिटी, जहाँ पे भी एक ज्योतिर्लिंग है. इट लाइज एट, ये नर्मदा रिवर के अलोंग लाई करता है द ओमकारेश्वर सिटी, एंड यहाँ पे ओमकारेश्वर डैम भी है. ठीक है. नाउ रिसेंटली SJVN ग्रीन एनर्जी लिमिटेड, एक पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज है, SGEN. It has commissioned a 90 megawatt floating solar power project over this dam. ना ये फ्लोटिंग सोलर पावर प्रोजेक्ट्स जो होते हैं, इनका बेनिफिट क्या होता है? वन, लैंड रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, क्योंकि वाटर के ऊपर ही आपने जो आपकी सोलर पीवीज है उनको फ्लोट करा दिया, जिससे उन पे सनलाइट पड़ती रहती है एंड दे कैन कीप ऑन जनरेटिंग एनर्जी. ऑल्सो ओवर वाटर यूजुअली डस्ट पार्टिकल का प्रेजेंस कम रहता है. लैंड पे अगर रहती हैं वो सोलर पीवीज, तो उन पे डस्ट जमती ज्यादा रेट पे है कंपेयर टू इफ दे आर फ्लोटिंग इन द वाटर. थर्ड बेनिफिट इज दैट इवेपोरेशन गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड. वाटर का जो इवेपोरेशन होता है, जिसकी वजह से वाटर लॉसेस होते हैं फ्रॉम द रिजर्वॉयर्स बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द सन, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग द समर सीजन, which can exacerbate, which can increase the water related problems, water crisis in the country. ये सारी जो चीजें हैं, ये जो evaporation है, ये evaporation loss कम करता है, because these floating power, floating PVs, they act as a ढक्कन, एक ढक्कन की तरह एक्ट करते हैं, and they do not allow exposure of the water to direct sunlight. Fine. So इससे evaporation losses भी prevent होते हैं. Fine. चलिए next we have the Tungabhadra Dam. Now जो Tungabhadra Dam है, it is located in Karnataka and it has recently experienced a failure. इसका एक जो sluice gate है, one of the sluice gates, वो gates जिनको open किया जाता है ताकि reservoir से excess जो पानी है it can move downstream. So one of the sluice gates of the Tungabhadra Dam, it got washed away, and there was a minor failure that was experienced by this dam. Now Tungabhadra जो river है, it is a tributary of the Krishna river. Tung और Bhadra river के joining से Tungabhadra river बनती है, which eventually joins into the Krishna river. Important riparian states of the Tungabhadra dam include the Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh states. ये डैम है कर्नाटका में, बट riparian benefits मिलते हैं both कर्नाटका as well as आंध्र प्रदेश. Then we come to important lakes. We have first the Puluzi Kole wetland. Now recently यहाँ पे एक species in news के लिए भी important हो जाता है, a species known as the Eastern Imperial Eagle. It was seen in this location, which is also a Ramsar site. यहाँ पे बहुत हाई अमाउंट में राइस कल्टिवेशन किया जाता है. इट इज लोकेटेड इन द स्टेट ऑफ केरला एंड यहाँ पे 40% ऑफ केरला राइस, जितनी भी प्रोडक्शन है, जितना भी केरला को राइस सप्लाई होता है, 40% ऑफ दैट इट इज ग्रोन इन दीज वेटलैंड्स. नाउ दिस वेटलैंड इट ऑल्सो सपोर्ट्स ड्रेनेज फॉर the Thrissur and the Ponani cities, and it is a part of the Central Asian Flyway for migratory birds. Okay, multiple flyways, they have been recognized across the world. One of them is the Central Asian Flyway, which also moves through India. Now this wetland, it lies between the Chalakudi river in south and the Bharatpooja river in the north. इसके north में Bharatpooja river and south में Chalakudi river exist करती है. Then we have the Yelemalappa Shetty Lake, which was constructed in the year 1920 in Bengaluru. Now यहाँ पे ये lake, just like many other lakes of Bengaluru, this lake is also experiencing an existential crisis. Bengaluru में multiple lakes, they have gone dry. बहुत सारी ऐसी lakes हैं जिनके catchment area पे there have been a lot of construction. कुछ तो ऐसी भी lakes थी जिनको भर के उनके ऊपर construction कर दिया गया है. So this is one such lake, Yelemalappa Shetty Lake, constructed in 1920, and it is experiencing major environmental challenges right now. ये बेंगलुरु की one of the largest lakes भी है. Then we have the Cholamu Lake, also known as Solamo Lake. ठीक है, Solamo Lake, which is located in North Sikkim. Now this is the highest lake of India and 14th highest lake in the world. Now it is very near to the Indo-China border and that's why यहाँ पे जो tourism है it is highly restricted. बहुत ज़्यादा extremely restricted है यहाँ पे tourism. Now recently this lake it has been undergoing a lot of environmental degradation. Okay, and that's why this lake it was in news. Then we have the Mokama Tal. Now Mokama Tal it is located in Patna, Nalanda, Lakhasarai and Shekhpura districts of Bihar. बहुत बड़ी lake है. It is 1 lakh hectare big lake. This lake it lies in these regions and for the past 7-8 years यहाँ पे extreme water logging हो रही है जिससे यहाँ की agricultural activities are getting hindered. Now this region it is very important, very renowned for growth of pulses. Now आप सबको पता होगा agriculture पढ़ा है, आप सबको पता होगा कि जो pulse cultivation होता है it needs to have non waterlogged condition. That is one essential aspect. Usually जो हमारे pulses होते हैं, oil seeds होते हैं, millets होते हैं, they can grow in any condition except वाटरलॉक कंडीशन. वाटरलॉक कंडीशन में पल्सेस जो हैं, हमारे मिलेट्स हैं, ऑयल सीड्स हैं, ये ग्रो नहीं कर सकते. बट यहाँ पे क्योंकि कांस्टेंट वाटरलॉगिंग हो रही है, दिस इज अफेक्टिंग द पल्स कल्टिवेशन इन द मोकामा ताल रीजन ऑफ बिहार. Then we have some important mountains of the country. First, we have the Aravalli region. Now, यहाँ पे Supreme Court has prohibited 4 states, that is Delhi, Rajasthan, Haryana and Gujarat, from granting fresh mining lease in the Aravalli region. Now, Aravalli mountains जो हैं, these are old fold mountains around, they were created around 600 million years ago. इतने पुराने हैं, इतने टाइम से ये एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं. But because of human beings, for the past 100-150 years, Aravalli mountains, they are experiencing a lot of crisis. माउंटेन्स को कट करके हम इससे रिजर्व, इनसे रिसोर्सेज और रॉक्स को एक्सट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, विच इज कॉजिंग अ लॉट ऑफ डिग्रेडेशन ऑफ दीज माउंटेन्स विच हैव सस्टेन्ड देमसेल्व्स फॉर मोर देन 600 million years before humans came on the earth. Okay, so Aravalli mountains, they lie across 4 states of the country, गुजरात, राजस्थान, हरियाणा एंड दिल्ली. दिल्ली में जो अरावली का एक्सटेंशन है उसको हम दिल्ली रिज कहते हैं. अरावलीज मेक अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ड्रेनेज डिवाइड एज वेल एज क्लाइमेटिक डिवाइड ऑफ द कंट्री. जो अरावलीज का वेस्टर्न साइड है वहां पे वी हैव द थार डेजर्ट एंड द राजस्थान बागर, एंड द ईस्टर्न साइड वी हैव मोर ह्यूमिड, सब ह्यूमिड रीजन्स. We have more rainy regions or semi-arid regions of the country. Okay, and Aravalli की जो west side में rivers originate कर रही हैं, they join Arabian Sea, and east side में they join the Bay of Bengal drainage of the country. ठीक है. Next we have the Panchacholi mountain range which lies in Uttarakhand in the Pithoragarh region. Now यहाँ पे because of excessive tourism as well as because of global warming there has been accelerated melting of glaciers in the region. Now this mountain range it is a part of the Kumaon Himalayas in Uttarakhand and it contains multiple snow-capped peaks that are source for glaciers. Okay. Next we have the Chowkhamba 3 peak. Now ये जो peak है यहाँ पे 2 foreign women they were stranded and then they were rescued by the Indian military forces. Now this peak it lies in the Garhwal Himalayas of Uttarakhand. ठीक है, ये जो उत्तराखंड का state है यहाँ पे we have the Garhwal Himalayas and here we have the Kumaon Himalayas. So Garhwal Himalayas का part है the Chowkhamba peak. ठीक है. Next we have the Gandhamardhan Hills. Now recently जो अदानी ग्रुप का subsidiary है that is the Mahanadi Mines and Minerals Private Limited, it has been provided a bauxite mining license in the region and that's why it is acquiring land around these hills. Now this has raised a lot of concerns in the local tribals and the activists of the region because many tribal people, 55,000, more than 55,000 tribal people, they use these hills for कलेक्शन ऑफ मेडिसिनल प्लांट, फायरवुड, साल एंड महुआ, ठीक है। तो जो माइनर फॉरेस्ट प्रोड्यूस है एंड मेजर फॉरेस्ट प्रोड्यूस दैट इज टिम्बर, उनका कलेक्शन करते हैं ये ट्राइबल्स एंड दैट सस्टेन्स देयर लाइवलीहुड। अगर वहां पे लैंड ऑक्यूपाई होके वहां पे माइनिंग शुरू हो जाती है, ऑफ कोर्स द ग्रीन कवर विल बी लॉस्ट एंड दीज ट्राइबल्स दे विल बी लेफ्ट विदाउट एनी सोर्स ऑफ लाइवलीहुड। Next, we have some important mineral discoveries or mineral related locations in the country. First, we have the Kolar Goldfields. Movie देख ली होगी, right? The KGF, Kolar Goldfields. Recently, कर्नाटका गवर्नमेंट ने सेंटर का एक प्रपोजल था कि ये जो KGF है, यहाँ पे गोल्ड माइनिंग बंद थी, इस गोल्ड माइनिंग को वापस रिवाइव किया जाए इन द KGF region, right? So, Karnataka government has approved this plan and that's why KGF was in news. Next, we have the Gewra and Kasmunda coal mines, which are located in Chhattisgarh. These are amongst the second and the fourth world's largest coal mines. Next, we have the Mandya and Yadgiri district. यहाँ पे recently lithium it has been found by the Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research. Okay, that's why this region was in news. Lithium has become one of the very important minerals of the world. Why? Because of the lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries जो होती हैं, they are used in your electrical vehicles. They are also used in renewable energy plants. जो renewable energy plants होते हैं, they cannot produce energy throughout the day. For example, अगर solar plants हो गए, दिन के time they can produce energy, they can produce electricity, but not during night. The wind energy plants, they can produce electricity when the wind is moving, but not when the wind is not moving. So इनका जो intermittent nature है, that used to be one of the biggest impediment in their full-fledged adoption. And that's why जो हमारी rechargeable batteries हैं, they become very essential. तो जब electricity produce कर सकते हैं through the solar plant or the wind plant or the biomass plant, any renewable energy plant, तब जितनी energy produce हो सकती है produce करो, जो energy required है grid में भेजो और जो grid में requirement जिस energy की नहीं है उसको rechargeable batteries में store करके रख लो. Later on जब इनसे energy produce नहीं हो रही but grid में demand requirement है, तब इन रिचार्जेबल बैटरीज से द ग्रिड इट इज सप्लाइड विद इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ठीक है। सो इससे रिचार्जेबल बैटरीज में भी लिथियम आयन बैटरीज ही यूज की जा रही हैं आजकल, बिकॉज दे आर मच मोर एफिशिएंट देन द अर्लियर बैटरीज, ठीक है। देन वी हैव सुंदरगढ़, नबरंगगढ़, अंगुल, कोरापुट, क्योंझार एंड देवघर. Recently, Geological Survey of India has identified presence of gold deposits in these regions. These locations they lie in Odisha. Odisha का जो mineral rich part है वहाँ पे ये locations lie करती हैं. Then we have the Balayar district of UP. यहाँ पे ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation of India, इसने drilling operation start किए हैं near the Sagarpally village in the Balayar district, क्योंकि यहाँ पे rich crude oil deposits मिले हैं. Then certain physiographical phenomena that took place in India and brought certain locations in news. उनके बारे में हम देखते हैं. We have the Koyna Varna region of Maharashtra. India यहाँ पे एक 6 किलोमीटर डीप होल को डिग करेगा, ड्रिल करेगा, ताकि यहाँ पे जो सेस्मिक एक्टिविटीज है उनकी स्टडी की जा पाए. कोयना वाले रीजन में 1960s में ये रीजन बहुत स्टेबल पार्ट ऑफ इंडियाज क्रस्ट है, इंडियाज जियोलॉजी है, एंड इस रीजन में 1960s में अर्थक्वेक्स आए थे. ऑल्सो महाराष्ट्र के कई रीजन्स में, लातूर वगैरह वाले रीजन में भी मल्टीपल अर्थक्वेक स्वॉर्म्स की न्यूज है, ठीक है, कि मल्टीपल स्वॉर्म्स. अर्थक्वेक स्वॉर्म्स क्या होते हैं? स्मॉल स्मॉल माइक्रोसेस्मिक इवेंट्स दैट आर कंटिन्यूसली हैपनिंग इन द रीजन. सो इनकी भी न्यूज है. तो इनको बेटर तरीके से समझने के लिए जो इंडिया है उसने ये डिसीजन लिया है, ठीक है. देन वी हैव द मामलुआ केव ऑफ मेघालय. यहाँ पे these are some of the biggest cast style caves of India, and यहाँ पे recently many pollutants like plastics, cloth and aluminum they have been found in these caves which were left behind by the tourists. Then we have the Langchakhur. Now एक एक्सपीडिशन हुआ था known as caving in the abode of clouds expedition. मेघालय is the abode of clouds, right? The house of the clouds. So मेघालय में एक्सप्लोरेशन, ये एक्सपीडिशन किया गया था, and that led to the discovery of this cave. It is a river cave. which is around 13,618 meters long, and it is recognized now as India's 10th longest cave and India's 9th longest limestone cave. You all know कि Meghalaya is one of those states which has a lot of karst topography type region of the country, right? So यहाँ पे ये limestone cave मिली है. मामलू cave भी एक limestone cave है, and Langchangkhur cave is also a limestone cave. Then we have Taranagar village of जैसलमेर. यहाँ पे December 2024 में एक ट्यूबवेल की ड्रिलिंग हो रही थी, जिसकी वजह से वाटर सडनली बहुत सारा पानी गश आउट करके आने लग गया. देयर वर मेनी रूमर्स की जो लॉस्ट सरस्वती रिवर है वो हमको मिल गई, बट दैट इज नॉट द केस. यहाँ पे जो फ्लडिंग हुई थी, दिस वाज बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एन आर्टिसन वेल. आर्टिसन वेल था, वहां पे अंडरग्राउंड रिजर्वॉयर थे, आर्टिसन वेल था. जो नॉर्मल आपका उस रीजन का जो वाटर टेबल है, अगर नॉर्मल रीजन का वाटर टेबल ये है, यहाँ पे भी पानी की अवेलेबिलिटी है विच इज अंडर एन इम्परमिएबल रॉक लेयर. यहाँ पे अगर आप हिट कर जाते हो, देन इन दैट केस यहाँ से पानी पुश करके इधर से एग्जिट करता है. यू डू नॉट नीड एनी मोटर टू extract out the water from an artisan well. So this artisan well condition is what caused the gushing out of water in the region, in the Taranagar village of Jaisalmer. Then we have certain ports that have been in news. We have the Galathea Bay Port. Galathea Bay Port, it has been declared as the 13th major port of India. ये port lie करता है in Great Nicobar. जो Great Nicobar Island है, the southernmost island of Andaman and Nicobar group of islands, which is, you know, very near to the Sumatra island of Indonesia. वहाँ पे lie करता है Galathea Bay Port. Now Galathea Bay Port will be developed further as an important transshipment port of India. ठीक है, यहाँ पे international container transshipment port it will be established. Now this will be India's second deep water container transshipment terminal following the Vizhinjam International Seaport. 6-degree channel जो है, it separates Great Nicobar and Sumatra. And Sumatra में, Sumatra और Malay Peninsula के बीच में lie करता है the Malacca Strait. So this Galathea Bay Port, it is very near to the Malacca Strait as well. So many of the ships, they can rest over here and then move through the Malacca Strait route. So India wants to use this very strategic location for its own benefits, for the economic benefits. Right? 6-degree channel becomes important. ठीक है, 10-degree channel separates Andaman and the Nicobar Islands. 9-degree channel separates Minicoy Island of Lakshadweep from the rest of the Lakshadweep Island. 8-degree channel separates Minicoy and Maldives. Then 6-degree channel is the one that separates the Great Nicobar from Sumatra. Next, we have the Vizhinjam International Seaport, which lies in Thiruvananthapuram. It is India's first deep water transshipment port, which was developed in the PPP model. Then we have the Petrapole land port. ये land port है. Land ports क्या होते हैं? वो regions which are not at the coastal locations. Coastal location पे नहीं है, but logistically क्या होता है? यहाँ पे materials को wheel and spoke model, व्हील स्पोक मॉडल आपने, हब एंड स्पोक मॉडल आपने सुना होगा, है ना. सो दीज रीजन्स दे एक्ट एज अ हब एंड देन यहाँ से इकट्ठा करके किसी पोर्ट से इनकी बहुत अच्छी कनेक्टिविटी होती है एंड द प्रोडक्ट्स दैट आर ब्रॉट ओवर हियर देन आर सेंट टू दैट पोर्ट लोकेशन. तो इनको हम कहते हैं लैंड पोर्ट्स या ड्राई पोर्ट्स. नाउ इंडिया बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर पे द पेट्रापोल लैंड पोर्ट इट हैज बीन डेवलप्ड. यहाँ पे एक न्यू पैसेंजर टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग मैत्री द्वार कार्गो गेट it has been established. Then we have land port Daranga, जहां पे एक immigration check post it has been established. ये lie करता है this land port Daranga, it lies at the Indo-Bhutan border. Then we have the Vadhavan port. Vadhavan port will be the 14th major port of India. It will lie just to a little north of the Mumbai port and it will be developed as the 14th major port. जो मुंबई है वहां पे 3 मेजर पोर्ट्स हो जाएंगे with its establishment. ठीक है, we have the Mumbai port, we have the JNPT, and there will be development of the Vadhavan port. The Mumbai port was the first. Then to reduce the load on the Mumbai port, the JNPT Nhava Sheva port was established, and now to reduce the load on both these, the Vadhavan port, it will be established. It will be a all-weather greenfield port and has been proposed under the Sagarmala project. एक JV है बिटवीन नवा शिवा पोर्ट अथॉरिटी, जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट अथॉरिटी, JNPT की जो पोर्ट अथॉरिटी है, एंड गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, विच विल बी इन्वॉल्व इन डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द वाधवान पोर्ट. लैंड एक्विजिशन का काम ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका है. Then we have Bihar's first dry port. Dry port क्या होता है मैंने अभी बात की. We are trying to establish first dry port of Bihar at Bita near Patna developer. ठीक है. This will be done under the PPP model. Then certain Indian projects in other countries, not the Indian infrastructure projects, वो हमने already कर लिया है. These are certain Indian projects in other countries. First we have the India Maldives integrated projects. We have the Ekta Harbour project. We have Coast Guard Harbour and repair facility at Sifawar. Then India Sri Lanka multi-product pipeline is being established between India and Sri Lanka with the support of United Arab Emirates. There has also been completion of the Sampur coal power project in Sri Lanka. The Thiruvalluvar Cultural Center in Jaffna, Mannar Puneran Adani project has been cancelled. ये project cancel हो गया, बाकी ये जो दो projects थे इनका completion हो चुका है. Next, between India and Myanmar. Now, India के पास में there is a place known as An Township in the Rakhine state. It has been captured by the rebel groups. Myanmar में आप सबको पता है there has been an ongoing civil war between the military junta and the rebel groups. Okay, so under that a lot of conflicts are going on in the Sagyang region. Sagyang fault आपको पता होगा, जहाँ पे अभी जो recently 28th March का earthquake था Sagyang fault पे आया था. We have the Chin state and the Rakhine state. Fine. Next we have India Bangladesh. यहाँ पे जो अगरतला अखौरा लिंक है which connects Tripura to Kolkata via Bangladesh, ये जो लिंक है इस पे वर्क हैज बीन स्टॉल्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द डिक्लाइन इन द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन इंडिया एंड बांग्लादेश सिंस बांग्लादेश में जो शेख हसीना है उनका आउस्टिंग हुई थी. ठीक है. Next, let's talk about some deserts of India. We have the Thar Desert. Over the past 2 decades, जो Thar Desert है, it has experienced an increase in the vegetation cover. Climate change की वजह से Thar Desert में जो green cover है वो increase हो रहा है, which is affecting the biodiversity in the region as well. ठीक है. So that is one concern. Now this is also attributed to, apart from high monsoonal rainfall due to climate change, it is attributed also to extensive extraction of groundwater for agricultural activities. Fine. Next we have Therikadu. Now Therikadu, it is a unique red sand desert near Thoothukudi or Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. Now यहाँ पे these red sands, they have been derived from iron oxide rich areas surrounding it through marine and aeolian depositions. ठीक है. यहाँ पे desert like conditions हैं, but a diverse plant and animal life is supported in the region. Small सा है, Therikadu is a very small desert. Thar Desert is extremely vast in front of it. ठीक है. बहुत ही minor location है, but नाम जानना is beneficial for you guys. Next, an island of India that was in news, that is the North Sentinel Island. Recently, US का एक citizen, he tried entering into North Sentinel Island. He did not find anyone at the coastal location and he left behind some, eating material like coconut water and other things over there. Now, India में जो North Sentinel Island है, वहाँ पे एक tribe रहती है known as the Sentinelist tribe. This Sentinelese tribe, it is completely uncontacted tribe. ठीक है, इनसे इनका कोई भी जो मॉडर्न सिविलाइजेशन है उससे कोई भी कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं है. एंड अगर इनसे कॉन्टैक्ट करना चाहो समटाइम्स एक्सेप्ट अ फ्यू 1 or 2 इंडिविजुअल्स which have established decent relationship with these tribes, except them, कोई और अगर इनको contact करने की कोशिश करे, they can even become violent. Around 2-3 years ago, a missionary from USA had also lost his life in order to, while he was trying to contact this tribe to convert them to the religion. Fine. So this person, this national of US, he was arrested because it is banned. This island is off limits. यहाँ पे कोई भी tourist नहीं जा सकता है. Okay, so that is about North Sentinel Island. Next, some history related discoveries they have been made which have brought certain locations in news. We have in Srikakulam of Andhra Pradesh. यहाँ पे historians are working to restore Srikakulam's ancient history, which was earlier known as, during the British colonial rule, this place was known as Chikkakol. Okay, and it was once part of the Kalinga dynasty, later came under the Gajapati kingdom. Next we have the Vilupuram, जहाँ पे एक recent geological study ने discover किए हैं Miocene age canyons in the region. ठीक है. Then we have Tigrana and Mitathal. ये जो regions हैं, ये जो locations हैं, these are sites of Indus Valley civilization in the Bhiwani district, and the Haryana government has declared these locations as protected monuments in the region. Okay, so that's why these regions, they were in news. Next, a place known as Birnihat, which is located at the border between Assam and Meghalaya. Right now, अभी recently, I think 2-3 months ago की information है, this had become the most polluted city of the world because of heavy industrialization, unregulated presence of factories which were, you know, without any control, releasing a lot of pollutants into the air, heavy vehicle traffic, and inadequate pollution control investment. Okay, so that's why this region had become world's most polluted city. Naam yaad rakhna, Birnihat. It is located at Assam Meghalaya border. Then the last section, certain tribes that have been in news. इस पे भी question in the past आ चुका है. First we have the Mannan tribe. यहाँ के एक individual, Raman Raja Mannan, who is a 39-year-old farmer and also a ceremonial leader of this tribe, he was invited to the 2025 Republic Day parade, and that's why this tribe, it came into news. ये tribe है Kerala की and they reside mainly in the Idukki district of Kerala. Next we have the Shompenes. जो Shompenes हैं, they are a tribe of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and they will be adversely affected because of the Great Nicobar Development Project. Great Nicobar Project के बारे में आपने already पढ़ा होगा. There have been a lot of concerns regarding this project. One of those concerns is regarding the protection of these endangered tribes. Now many of these tribal people, they have not been exposed to modern diseases. जो डिजीजेस जिनके लिए हमने अब इम्यूनिटी, हमारी बॉडीज में इम्यूनिटी है, उनके लिए इम्यूनिटी इन लोगों में नहीं है बिकॉज दे हैव नॉट बीन एक्सपोज्ड to the rest of the world that much, and that's why this project, which can increase their exposure, can also cause new and new diseases amongst these people which they are not immune to. Then we have the Jaravas. In a very historic development, 19 members of the Jarava tribe in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they have been enrolled in the electoral list and they have been provided with the voter ID cards for the very first time. And that's why the Jaravas, they were also in news. Okay, so these are the locations and the tribes in news of India. कुछ species का भी mention यहाँ पे किया गया है, उनको भी अच्छे से एक बार revise कर लीजिएगा. Okay, so that's it from my end. Please ensure to revise this. Iski PPT, it will be available in the pinned comment, so you can check it out from there. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye and take care.